come December, January, and February, for the most part, I worked at collection agencies where we would insinuate that there's a possibility that your taxes can be taken. But we wouldn't necessarily say that. I remember working at an agency where come January, we would always say, hey, you know, the company's looking at issuing a 1099-C to the IRS with regards to tax purposes. And so I would get consumers, they would say, oh, so what are you going to do? You're going to take my taxes? And sometimes, now not me, now I've heard collectors, let me be very clear on this. I've heard collectors say something along the lines like, well, no, we're not going to take your, we're not going to take your tax refund. But if, let's say, for instance, you had a debt and they would say, okay, well, if you're expecting to get $5,000 back and you owe us $1,600, then what could happen is that $1,600 can offset your tax refund. And then they would have to, they would issue that money, and then it would stop if you had it. It was going to be direct deposit into your bank. It would offset it, and they would send you the remaining amount. That's one thing that they would insinuate. Now, another thing they would say is we would issue a 1099-C, and obviously anybody who understands what the 1099-C is, then basically you have to include that on your tax return as earned income.